everyone. Welcome back to Nothing Nerdy. I'm here with the Inspector Who Reacts, and we're here today to talk about Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Finally.
This yeah. This movie came out a couple months ago, but you finally got to see it.
Yeah, I didn't go to the theaters to see it. Wasn't, too comfortable going to the theaters yet, but yeah, watched it from the
Yeah.
comfort of my own home finally. Um, yeah, I wasn't sure I don't even think I watched the trailer for this, to be honest with you. I was like, I don't know, I'm like so behind on my trailers. But yeah,
Yeah.
I uh I definitely never watched the trailer. Actually, I realized I didn't. After I watched the movie, then I was like, oh, I should go check it out. And I watched it and I was like, yeah, I definitely didn't see this. Um,
Yeah. I feel like the trailer didn't do this one justice.
mm-hmm. Um,
um,
but yeah, MXE, hello, how are you? Enjoy the discussion. Working late? No.
Oof.
Come on. Shang-Chi is more important than work. Just
Or
kidding.
can wait.
Good luck. Yeah, we'll just sit here and
Um,
wait. Good luck. Have fun. Um,
um,
but yeah, so overall, I loved it. I didn't know what to expect. I
mhm.
didn't exactly know what I was getting into. This wasn't like other superheroes where oh, everybody knows about Spider-Man and um Captain America.
You
Like I didn't really know anything about this.
you know when I watched it after like when the credits started rolling, I said to my brother was next to me and I said to him, that was a Marvel movie. Right? We just watched a Marvel movie. This did not feel like a Marvel movie for most of it. Almost, it felt like a foreign. Like, have you ever seen like foreign
Hmm.
Chinese films or anything
Yeah.
like this before?
Yeah.
Or yeah, it felt like that,
Hmm.
which I mean, it was a good thing. It didn't feel like what you'd expect from a Marvel movie beforehand.
Right.
Um, it had uh, its own unique thing about itself, even though it still felt connected. It was very different.
Hmm.
And I honestly, I went into this movie with lowered expectations. I didn't think it was going to be that good, and now it's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
um,
Yeah, I walked through really liking it. Um, and again, for me, when I decide whether or not I really if I really like a movie, for me it all depends on is this kind of movie that I would watch again. And there are very few movies
mhm,
that I can say about that, especially in the Marvel universe. Not that
yeah,
haven't enjoyed the movies, but there are very few that I could tolerate watching again. Because I like to rewatch movies that make me feel good.
yeah,
Um, but
same.
this was definitely like one of them. Like I could rewatch over and
Yeah,
over.
I think
Enjoy it.
um, the music in this one like really
Mm,
is what really stands out to me. Like I
yeah.
remember the music um, because it's so soft, but it's also so epic or something. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a theme that builds throughout the movie till the climax in the finale or something
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really
for the
beautiful.
character of Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the music was really nice. And I like the way they told the story.
Yeah,
I like how they started with the history of the Ten Rings because obviously I knew nothing about it.
yeah,
Um, so it was interesting to see
yeah,
like see his father's history, um, what he did with
yeah,
the Ten Rings, and overpowering all these nations, lands, whatever
yeah,
these people,
yeah,
what these rings were capable of, how powerful they were,
yeah,
um, and then you know, like I love that scene where he meets Lee, um, his soon-to-be wife, the
oh
dad,
right, yeah,
yeah. Where, he discovered there's this new there's this place that he had heard of that he wants to go
yeah,
see if he can find it, where they have like these beasts, mystical beasts or whatever. Um,
yeah.
so he goes there and he meets her, and that whole scene is just it's so
It's
pretty.
it's they have a romantic fight.
Hmm. And I love that. At first, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, if this is fighting, this is the
I
most
know.
beautiful fighting I've ever seen. This is so graceful. It's like a dance. And then I
Yeah,
started to realize, are they getting flirty?
yeah.
I like
I
this kind of
remember I was
flirting.
like, I'm sensing some flirtiness going on in this
Hmm.
fight.
That was just such a, I don't know, such a cool scene. I love
Yeah,
that.
and I love the choreography too, like the
Mm-hmm.
moves and everything is very um, taken from traditional martial
Mm-hmm.
arts and such, and adapted to fit within the this movie. It's
Yeah.
very similar to another uh, Avatar, the Airbender, the cartoon and such,
Oh.
which took like martial arts and something and translated to their magical powers that the characters have in that cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, very similar uh, formula. And I was because there was a live action Avatar Airbender movie that is very much disliked because it did not faithfully follow the cartoon's traditions or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That I felt when I watched this, I was like, this is much more like what we should have gotten from that, like the live action movie. This is a better like live action Avatar movie than the
Mm-hmm.
actual one because of the way the characters battled in this
Yeah.
and the powers that they had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoyed seeing the martial arts throughout the movie. Those were definitely like the better moments. Like I think the more exciting
Yeah,
moments.
they they really brought a lot of like good talent to this
Mm-hmm.
movie,
Lucifer,
and
darling. Hello, how are you? Welcome.
yeah,
Welcome,
like
welcome.
the filming and the like letting the stuntmen and everything, like basically they showed what they can do in
Mm-hmm.
this that
Yeah.
a lot of other movies kind of struggle with when they film.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, and it was just cool to see like yeah, like fighting is such a big part of, the Marvel stories, you know. Um, yeah, it was just cool to see like a more traditional
Yeah,
martial arts. Very different from what we're used to. So,
yeah.
it was refreshing. Passable. How's your R RM something with your computer? I hope it's okay.
Um,
I enjoyed Shang-Chi. Some parts were ridiculous, but I enjoyed it.
that's Marvel in general.
Ridiculous. um,
um, oh, shit. But yeah, I it's it's so funny how like there's like little connections to the MCU. Like we see Wong
I was
as
so
like
excited. I didn't know that was going to happen.
yeah. I like I was so it was so cool to see him pop out of nowhere. He's just like just Wong's just having fun in fighting arenas or something, and then he's going back to his work in the
hmm
Strange or something.
Singing, doing karaoke. RMA sent off today. Pretty sure this movie was banned in China. Discuss that. Was it really?
That's weird.
Well,
That
then there
was
must have been
love.
some things that were not um, in alignment with their
Yeah,
truth, their culture. I don't know what the right word is, but
laws, probably. But
um, interesting.
yeah. Um. Oh, trying to like think of. Oh, so yeah, the ten rings
Uh-huh.
is something that we've established before, but this is much more of an accurate representation of them from the comics. Whereas before, um, in Iron Man 3, we got something very different because
hmm
that's where this like the references to the original like the Ten Rings in this movie, um, like what Tony was dealing with in the third Iron Man movie,
Uh-huh.
and we got Trevor back. We got the actor guy, uh, uh, Ben Kingsley.
Oh, Ben Kingsley. He was like one of the few people I recognized in the movie, and which is so weird. Like I saw him and I was like, "Oh, that's Ben Kingsley." I had no idea he was in this. Mind you, like
Yeah,
I don't think I can name any other actor in the movie. But I was like, "Oh, I know him." Yeah, he's just one of those obviously
yeah,
famous actors who's been in like a million things.
yeah. But yeah, he was that guy from 3 that was pretending to be like the leader of the group that Tony was fighting, and
Oh, so
then
he's been in Marvel
obviously he just
before
went to
because I
jail.
didn't recognize
And
him in the past.
yeah, the real Mandarin, the real Ten Rings leader got him and was just captured him or something. I was like I found that so funny. I didn't expect him to show up in that movie, but it was really I really like enjoyed his character
Mm-hmm.
in this movie. Like it kind of gave him purpose or something.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he was like this comic relief.
Yeah, he was really funny. I love that scene in the end when they have like the battle going on and like you think he's dead and his little
Yeah,
his little pal runs over to him
pet.
like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "This." I don't remember exactly what he said, but like, "This is all part of the dramatic
Like,
act or something."
it's like just play along.
Yeah. Captain Spike, hello, how are you? The Ten Rings were the group that captured Tony and Iron Man 1. Gotcha.
Right? Yeah, they've been referenced a lot since the beginning, but um, I think this movie, or at least we tried to do the original storyline or something. Tried to adapt the original story, whereas I think the first time they did it was much more of a modernized something. They tried to modernize it. Now they tried to. It's kind of funny how like they tried to what they changed, and now they're trying to because it was early on in the MCU to make it more serious. But now it's like okay, we can make it more comic booky now or something
Mm-hmm.
because people can accept that now, accept what we can do. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's I gotta say the father in this one is one of the most interesting villains
Mm-hmm.
because I I feel bad, but at the same time I like he's a villain, but I do feel bad. I kind of understand he's trying
Mm-hmm.
something like, and he's also being manipulated even if he doesn't know that. So it's I kind of I feel bad. It's one of those
Mm-hmm.
things. He's still a villain, but it's like I do see where he's coming from or understand why he's acting the way he's acting in a way.
Yeah. I like it when a movie makes me feel bad for the villain. Like, and I don't know about you guys, but like when I was watching, I kept thinking to myself, oh gosh, like what would I do if that was me? Like if I lost the love of my life and
Mhm.
something was leading me to believe that like they had been kidnapped and they needed my help, like like I like and like you don't know for sure, and you know that it's potentially
Yeah,
dangerous, like yeah, you would do anything. Like I think I would do it. I would do anything I had
yeah.
to get them
It's like
back until like he's faced.
yeah,
I was hoping once he was face to face with the door, he would realize what the hell was going
yeah,
on. But you know,
um, yeah. It's very another thing. It's like it's very it's like very Star Warsy in this movie too. Like the kind of the feeling of this. It felt like another the magical mysticism of this remind me again of like Star Wars. It gave me that Star Wars feeling
mm,
with the uh, um
complicated family relationships.
yeah, family relationships and uh, you know, the father, trying to be good but then falling to the dark side.
Hmm.
Uh, and yeah, it was so I really do again because like the little romance between his father and his mother was so genuine or something like that. It's really sad what happened to it that I kind of again I do understand why his father turned back to his old ways or something because he was slowly becoming someone decent
Hmm.
and then he lost the thing that made him that.
Yeah. I hated that scene where what was the name of that gang? The Iron Gang or something or whatever came for for revenge and killed the mother. That
Yeah.
scene was so sad. I was like, no, she's not gonna die. No, this isn't how it happens.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was very sad.
Yeah. I also like all the characters in here I really like enjoy. Like his friend and his sister too are also like really great additions.
Oh my gosh, Katie, I love
Yeah.
her. She was in Crazy Rich Asians, and she played like the same personality.
Yeah.
Character with the same personality. She's just she's just the way she just delivers her lines. Like she's just so genuinely funny.
Yeah. She's a normal person in
Mm-hmm.
this out of this world situation.
Yeah. She grounds the story, I feel like. Like you said, it's a crazy story, but she gives it the sense of like, I don't know, normalcy. I don't know what the word is, but oh yeah, she was so funny. And I
Yeah.
I loved how, like at the beginning of every, hero story, you see the hero in like their everyday life. And I feel like there's always like the usual thing, like they're a student, they work in a store, or yeah, I don't know, they're living this very, you know, simple day-to-day life, nothing too exciting. I don't know, I've
Mundane.
never seen anybody be a um parking attendant. Like I was just like, oh,
Mhm.
this is so different.
Yeah.
And like I like how they tied that into the story
Hmm.
of being, you had to really be able to drive
Yeah.
a car really well
Yeah.
to get into the secret, parallel universe or whatever you call it. um I thought that was really cool how they tied that in.
Yeah.
um
Like the bus, the
oh, the
bamboo
bus
forest,
too,
all the
yeah.
things. Like she really brought her skills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought
Um,
that was kind of
I
cool.
do I love in the beginning where she's like she sees the fancy cars like I'm driving, and then
Mm-hmm.
she's like looks.
Yeah,
It's like we're
she's
just gonna drive, right? And then they're drifting through the streets.
mm-hmm.
um,
Madigan says hi, everybody. She says hi.
hey, Maddie, 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 Maddie.
She was probably here for a treat and I didn't give them to her. I was too distracted.
Feed the pup.
Feed the pup. She's sleeping now. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, so I liked, watching them live there. Like, it's just so funny, you just find out who he really is, and here he is. He's a parking attendant, likes to
Yeah.
go drinking, do karaoke.
Oh
Um,
yeah, the
like,
karaoke.
um,
Uh, you did watch the after credits, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, very funny.
Um, I love how that ended with Wong. Yeah, ow. I'm jumping ahead really far ahead, but yeah, in the after credits, we actually so we got Bruce and Captain Marvel
Mm-hmm.
uh make a cameo.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce is back to human again, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
He's not Hulk, which I need an explanation for because
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, I thought he had it all figured out, but now he's back to Bruce, so I want to know the reason.
Guess we'll find out in the next movie. And Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she was fun. And very excited to see. Again, I feel like they're building up their next
Mm-hmm.
thing with
Yeah.
these rings.
I thought like we were gonna see Doctor Strange, but
Yeah, curious where Doctor Strange is gonna fit on this because we're about to find out something with Doctor Strange very soon.
mm-hmm.
Spider Man. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Let's see what else. So that fight scene on the bus, I liked how you kind of, they almost kind of like jump right into that. Like I thought we were gonna have to wait a little bit longer to kind of find out what about his secret life or whatever. But then it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
then he just starts busting
They
a move
really
on the bus.
yeah. We get the mundane life from him, and then suddenly we show he's got skills,
Mm-hmm.
and they bring a lot of like. Have you seen like Jackie Chan movies?
Yes.
Yeah, they kind of bring a lot of like references and inspiration of those into this.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I used
which
to.
man, I just love. I love like good martial arts, but I also love when they're able to sneak in like a little bit of comedic martial arts in there
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah.
To kind of show how skilled he is, but at the same time how he's able to like, especially the jacket trick.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is so good.
Mm-hmm. One of the
Um,
things I didn't know going into this movie was like if he had this, if he was able to, fight, or if this was gonna be something he like had to learn at some
uh,
point in the movie.
yeah,
So like that was a surprise too. Like when he just started like fighting, I was like, oh, okay, so this is something he already knows how to do.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't remember if we got that far into the story in
No,
the
yeah, it's
show.
like this
Or
is
that was
this
later
one
on
of
when
the
he tells
kind of
his story,
yeah,
um, his history.
he tells his friend on the plane ride and
Right.
his kind of life story and everything.
Mm-hmm.
How he was trained ever since he was a kid,
Yeah, that was brutal
after
to
his mother
watch.
died.
Like watching how he had to train and um that was like so it's like you try to like wrap your head around that like in real life like oh gosh how could someone do
Yeah,
that to a child um and then watching like the sister kind of watch on and be like kind of
yeah,
forgotten and tossed aside and but wanting to prove herself
yeah.
um
I
I get
I
that.
do I do love just uh his sister. Apparently, this is like her first film role,
Oh really?
but I feel like she did. Yeah, she did really good in this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and her I love how skilled she's become in
Mm-hmm.
the after being away from like they just like they both meet again for the first time and they just started beating each other up.
Yeah. um yeah,
And
first.
then I'm sorry, as like say then his friend Katie bets against him, wins some money.
But so something that she would do. Like it's very in character for
Yeah,
her.
yeah, I love. God, the comedy in this was really good too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Um, and they were good together. Sean and Katie. Like,
Yeah,
they played well off each other. The actress who played Shang-Chi's sister first met her husband during filming. Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
Who's her
yeah,
husband?
yeah. I heard about that too.
Or
Again,
is he
really
like
cool.
behind the scenes or?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's sweet. Look at Marvel, really brings people together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was yeah, that was a cool scene where, they go to this, fight club or whatever, and they have to face
Yeah,
off and um yeah, at first I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, oh, is she gonna be like one of the villains of this movie? Um,
yeah,
but then the Ten Rings gang shows up and they all start fighting and that whole scene I'm like not breathing. When they're
yeah,
fighting
yeah.
on
They
the
were
outside of
all
the building and
fighting on the
um
scaffolding.
mhm.
Then she comes back and saves them.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of after kind of tricking them into believing that I'm not helping you.
Mhm.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here to show you what if it happened. Now you know how it feels. Now I'm gonna help you.
Winston, what's up? Hello.
Hey.
Yeah. And then after all of that, then the dad shows up.
Yep. And the dad.
And he's like all happy to see them, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, you just sent your people to kill them, not kill them, but I don't know what.
Yeah. Test them, I guess.
Test
But
them,
yeah.
arrest them. I don't know.
Yeah. Again, yeah, because again we see like once the dad kind of it's weird because once the dad explains his reasons or something, it's kind of like okay, I kind of get it. I kind of
Hmm.
get you. And
He's perfectly reasonable, not like he has reasons behind everything that he does.
yeah, yeah, um, yeah, it's one of my and again, we do hear the the influence of the dark creature that is influencing him. So it's like again, you
Hmm.
kind of he's not entirely wrong when he says there's something calling him. So it's
Yeah.
like okay, I get it.
Hmm.
You you believe it.
Yeah.
Even though it's wrong, there is a reason why you're not just making this up. You actually believe something
Yeah.
is there.
Hmm. And like
Um,
I did start to wonder at one point, like, could he be right? Like, could there be some
yeah,
truth? Like maybe not 100% true, but could there be something,
yeah,
some truth to what he's saying? But there wasn't,
hmm,
and that made me sad.
Yeah.
I really was hoping that somehow she was still alive, but
Yeah.
it's not that kind of Disney
Um,
movie. But then again, in Disney movies, the mother always dies, so
yeah, I was gonna say very rarely does Disney ever be kind to the parents
yeah,
or Marvel.
yeah. Well, Marvel's now Disney. Well, Marvel was before Disney. Well,
Yeah, here, there, both. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like or Star Wars even.
He was an actor and designer for the film. Oh, okay, cool. Oh,
um, let's see, one of my
but yeah.
so yeah,
Anyways, so
we
he.
escape the what?
Oh no, so he insists that he's gonna go and go to the mother's village and basically bring war because he's gonna do whatever
Yeah,
he has to do to get to his wife. And Shang-Chi and Katie are like, and the sister are like, we have to stop them. So
yeah,
yeah, they meet Ben Kingsley and he helps them to escape.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. They get out. They got a little critter with them.
with no head, but he's so cute.
Just like, where's his face? It's like, shh, he's very sensitive about that.
Daniel, hello. I'm about 30 minutes through the movie. Okay, we
Oh,
won't.
okay, we're
I
way
would
past
tune
30
out if I
minutes.
were you, because we're about an hour into the movie.
Yeah,
um, and
then they
that forest is
it's
very.
it's it's weird.
It's like it's fascinating. I'm watching. I'm like, this is like a really clever. I don't know idea. Like the forest is like a death trap. It's like
Yeah.
like a villain in the movie, and how are they going to
Mhm.
get through it? It's
You
um
gotta find the way.
mm-hmm. It's very interesting.
I like how they're driving. It's like how, it's getting close. It's like how close? It's like 5 meters. And Katie's like, what is that in feet? It's like really close. I love that joke.
Mm-hmm. And watching them, yeah, maneuver through the forest was
Yeah. And then they
another
get
scene where I
through.
held my breath.
Yeah, they manage to get through and they find the gate
Mm-hmm.
and kind of get this really cool way of them getting into the new world or this other world.
Mm-hmm.
And they find the village and meet their kind of extended family.
Mm-hmm. I love the actress who plays uh his aunts, the mother sister.
Yeah. Oh, it's like Michelle Yao or something. I know her from a few movies.
Yeah, she's been in so many other
Yeah.
things, and she's just
You,
I don't know, she's just stunningly beautiful, and she's a really
yeah.
good actress.
Yeah. Have you seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Yeah.
It's an old Chinese movie that
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorites, but it's an old one, like
Yeah.
20ish. Yeah. But yeah, that one I know her well from that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's very good. She's a Bond girl. Oh yes, I had read that. I read her bio. I was like, what else have I seen her in? And I saw that, and that I did not know because I did not. I don't watch Bond movies.
I don't think I've seen that Bond movie then, because I don't remember her in a Bond movie. I'll have to like figure out which one. I'll have to look that up.
But Bond girls are usually drop dead gorgeous, so there you go. No one in this movie heard of a drone or helicopter for assault. This is, you know what? There you
This is
go.
her
They should
second role in
consult
the
you
MCU. What was
for
her
these
first?
movies. Um, it's weird how this is her second role in the MCU. What was the other one?
Yeah, what was the first one? I'm not trying to think.
Again, I read her bio. I don't recognize nothing that I recall.
She was
Sean
in
Connery is
Guardians
the number one Bond.
2. Right. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, she was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but she was like a minor character, but she was one of the like one of the Ravengers, basically. No,
Oh.
like an old friend of Yondu or something like that. Huh.
Oh. I'm gonna have to look her up.
Yeah, okay. That's curious. I wonder how they're gonna. I wonder what they're gonna do about that if they ever bring her character back. Um,
Maybe
and then
it's
we
the
have
same
like,
person.
yeah, actually that'd be really interesting because they're gonna,
Maybe she has a
huh?
twin.
I mean, not to say that there are lots like you can have like a twin that is
Hmm.
not related to you at all, but looks very much similar to you. It's actually funny. I've got a lot of reference saying I look like Sylvester Stallone when he was young.
Oh, I have to look up a younger picture of him.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um, all right. So they get there. She's there, and
They learn the history and
mhm,
of what's going on here
yeah,
and what's happened kind of been happening to their dad, and now they need to prepare for their dad's arrival and protect the gate
hmm,
from releasing the beast inside.
literally, it's like the gates to hell. Like,
Hmm. Yeah.
um,
Uh,
I had a twin face. um, yeah. So they start to practice. You know, Shang-Chi works with his aunts with like
yeah.
his martial arts
He
training and
he gets to learn like kind of redirecting the moves against his father or something like that. Like kind of the same thing his mother was able to do against him when they first battled,
mm-hmm,
which is which I like that how instead of learning to it's more like instead of learning to be aggressive, he's learning to be passive, sort
mm-hmm,
of a thing.
yeah. Hmm. And Katie learns archery,
Yeah.
and she's good at it.
I like how she mentions like I like how you guys train really hard to get really good at something. And I mean, every time I find something good, I'm just move on or something like that. It's like I kind of get that. It's like I don't really like sticking being good at one thing or something like that. I try to
Hmm.
be good at a lot of things.
See, I feel like, and like, I'm literally not trying to bash myself. Like, I'm one of those people who's like, I'm not really good at anything, and that sounds terrible. But I thought it was really cool how she just like picked up this thing and was just able to do it.
Mm,
I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm like, I want. That's one of those moments in life that I long for is to just be able to pick something up and just somehow innately know how to do it. It
yeah,
hasn't happened to me yet, but you know, I lived vicariously through her in that moment. I was like, "You go, girl. You can do it."
yeah,
um, but yeah, and then she was like, originally they were like, "No, you can't be part of the battle. You can't be part of the battle." And
yeah.
then they lost so many people that they needed her.
It was like
And
we're in a dire situation. We need everybody.
yeah, all hands on deck.
I will say that is really funny to me how so yeah we have the battle between uh the Ten Rings
Hmm.
and this group, the Village people, and
The village
then of
people.
course once the beast starts getting released, they're like, "Hey, buddy, we're cool, right? We're gonna work together now." It's just like after
Yeah.
we weren't totally fighting him to the death like 5 minutes ago.
Hmm.
Um, I've always found that a little funny,
Hmm.
but yeah, um, it is cool how like yeah they can't
Humor mixing for
fight the
sure.
creature traditionally because they need special magical weapons to battle these things.
Hmm.
And
I think I
yeah,
read that that was the scales of the dragon on their
yeah,
weapons.
something dragon scales of sorts. I don't know if it was the scales, but they do say that. But the dragon's still alive,
Hmm.
which it does make an appearance in this movie.
Uh huh. Um.
And all that was really beautiful when it shows up. Honestly, that's one of my favorite scenes with the
Yeah,
music and everything.
I was like, how is he gonna survive this? Like, I mean, 'cause I don't know what to expect. I'm like, is another Marvel superhero gonna show up? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
And then, yeah, and then the dragon comes and saves him, and
yeah. Aids in the battle,
mm-hmm,
and we get a him and his father have a battle exchange and such, which again is visually really beautiful. Once he gets his own rings or something like that, he's able to
mm-hmm,
it's kind of like a I would like look at it as like a little bit of a mini like lightsaber fight for a second,
Uh-huh.
where they're kind of where the like the orange and the bluish purple
Yeah.
clash.
Yeah, visually it looked really awesome. Excuse me, I don't have water.
Yeah. Um, I love this movie so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, his father, the creature finally they finally get enough souls and the wall is broken down enough that the creature's able to free itself.
Mm-hmm.
And now the battle is turned to we got to stop this thing.
Yeah.
um,
Um, yeah, that whole scene was intense when um like they're on the I'm trying to remember exactly how it happened. They were on like Sean and his sister were on the dragon
mm,
and I think the sister was about to fall off or something.
yeah, like his sister gets like about to get like attacked or something, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like you got to like save the dragon. He's like, no, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna disappoint you again or something
Yeah, I'm
like
not
that.
gonna leave you again. And then Katie
Okay.
saved the day. She took a leap
Yep.
of faith and shot that thing
Yep.
right in the neck like she was told to. And
Yeah. She made a good shot, and that helped everybody. And they were Shang was able to use the rings that his father had given him
mm-hmm.
before he died. Which I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed that they killed off the dad. I kind of
That's how I
wish he had
feel.
survived.
I wanted more
Like,
resolution. I mean, I guess the resolution was like him giving him the rings, like passing it on to him. Like there was some
yeah,
there, but I feel like even in
yeah,
the end or right before the like he still believed that he was doing the right thing, and then
yeah.
I mean he died, and I guess in that moment he realized he wasn't.
It's
But
like, oh, this isn't my wife.
yeah, um, yeah, it would have been
um,
nice if that there was more closure with that. It was very sad
yeah,
when he died.
but yeah, he passes the rings on to Shang, and Shang is able to use them, which is kind of like it's a small little detail, but it's, how somebody mentions like he's able to like use like the grace of his mother and the power of his father combined to defeat this creature
Mm-hmm.
with the moves he practices.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love that theme that plays through the whole movie. That little like little like it's not a harp, but that kind of like that pattern that beats or something. I
Mm-hmm.
love the music. It just when it repeats a lot, you get used to it. But um, it's one of my favorites. I was like, as soon as I got home, I was like, I gotta find that music because
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
He had a really nice soundtrack. By your powers combined. Um,
And then they the battle is won, and now they kind of like the aftermath of it is they go back to their
their
normal
live.
lives of sorts.
Yeah, that was so weird. It was just like they were there, and then they were like, "Oh, yeah, just back to the bar," and sharing the story. And I was like, I needed more closure
Yeah,
with the aunt and the family, and
yeah, yeah, yeah. I really like that too because again, like they have that small kind of funeral with all the candles and little
Oh, that's
boats or
right. That's
something.
right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but I found it so funny. It's like, hey man, we totally weren't fighting like 5 hours ago or something like that. We're totally cool now.
Oh, good.
just
That
I just
that's
again I just can't help but think about that every time I see that.
that scene reminded the little funeral remind me of the scene from Thor when Thor's mother
Yeah,
died. I
yeah,
mean, obviously they're both like funerals, but I don't know, same
yeah,
vibe, you know.
yeah.
um, we are Captain Planet.
But yeah, then we go to their modern friends or something like that, and
Mm-hmm.
just like
And they're
they
sharing.
explain this magical journey that they were on.
Mm-hmm. And they don't believe them at all.
Yeah, until Wong shows up.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And they
like,
were
hey,
like, you guys got to come with me.
you. It's like you got powers now. We need to talk about them,
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta join the circus. Yeah,
And then they do some
Um,
karaoke and have a good time and
sing some Hotel California.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, like honestly, like this, I love this movie so much, but it honestly makes me also really excited to see
What's that?
Shang-Chi with the other characters. Like
Mm-hmm.
when he ever gets to like team up or meet up with the others at some point. I'm very
Yeah.
excited to see what he does in the
Mm-hmm.
future.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
yeah,
and I want to know what part like Katie's gonna play. Like, is she gonna become a superhero or
I'm curious about that too. Like, what's she gonna do from now on or something like that?
yeah? Like sometimes the sidekicks,
Mhm.
are have are character or like superheroes or whatever. And Wong has the ability to make friends with everybody. Imagine being able to pull off friendships with Hulk and Abomination.
Yeah, he's got Strange, he's got Spider Man, he's got Tony. Everybody loves Wong.
He's very likable.
But yeah, uh, was there?
Um,
Trying to.
so
I'm thinking
and
there
then
was
there's the
another.
end credit scene,
Yeah, I forgot what that was. What was it?
where the sisters are kind of
Right.
restarting continuing the 10
She's.
rings.
I don't know what she's doing actually. I don't like. It looks like she's just continuing her Fight Club, but
Mm-hmm.
at her own personal base now or something
Yeah.
like that.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't
I
know. It's
don't
like,
think she's being like like her father or something like that. I don't think she's doing that. I
yeah,
think she's
I want to
just
know,
doing her own thing.
is it going to be used for like good or evil? Like what's, or
They do
like
say the Ten
where?
Rings will return, so yeah. Yeah, I'm curious what his sister's gonna do. But yeah, so that was Shang Chi.
It was excellent. I loved it. One of my
Yeah,
favorites. Like I said earlier in the beginning, like this is one of the ones that I will watch like again and again.
yeah,
And very
yeah.
few
This
movies I
one,
can say about that.
yeah, it's a
Especially in
very beautiful
Marvel.
movie. Again, like
Hmm.
yeah. As soon as it was over, it's like that was a Marvel movie, right? We just watched a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
That was so good,
Yeah,
so
it didn't
different.
it didn't feel like a Marvel movie through most of it. But I like that. I felt it felt different in a good way.
Yeah, it added a new flavor
Hmm.
to this universe.
Yeah. I feel like again, I enjoyed the Marvel movies, but a lot of them gave me like anxiety when I was watching them. I'm like, oh god, like who's gonna die next? How disturbing is it gonna be? Like, you know.
Yeah,
But this was like I didn't get that feeling until like the very end when they had the big battle or whatever.
yeah.
And even then, it wasn't like disturbing or anything. It was just,
It's almost like a Star Wars movie.
yeah, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. So
Well, but
yeah,
good. Hello, how are you? Um,
yeah.
you guys keep mentioning Abomination. Who is
That
that?
was that was the creature, the Hulk beast that Wong was fighting in the arena. Yeah,
Oh,
that
got you.
actually is something from the Incredible Hulk movie that we haven't seen yet.
Listen,
um,
I'm barely
yeah,
getting by here. I could wait.
yeah. Um, still, one day, Abomination didn't really do much. I'm kind of curious, like, but I was like, huh, didn't uh, didn't realize he was didn't realize he survived. Like, like, even though I hadn't seen the movie, I thought I guess they killed off the character, but it's like, oh, I guess he's still alive, and now he's much more comic accurate or something.
But that was the Hulk movie outside of Disney, right? Like it wasn't included in
No, it wasn't
this
it, it's still part of the MCU, but it wasn't the
Disney MCU.
it was a Paramount movie at the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah. So next,
Thanks, Winston. Next is Hawkeye
Hawkeye and Spider Man.
and Spider-Man and then Boba.
Yeah, Boba. Yep. And at some point, probably when it comes on Disney Plus, Eternals.
Eventually.
Yeah,
I can't.
I haven't
It's
seen
so
it yet,
much.
so
All good things.
um,
It's just a lot.
but yeah, I'm very excited to talk about Hawkeye. I haven't seen the newest episode, which is today. Actually, the new one came out today. But have you
I
even
haven't
watching it?
seen any of it, so soon.
Ah, but yeah, we'll discuss that during the probably the Christmas week or something like that at some point.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll find a day. We'll let you
Yes,
know.
we shall find a day. All of the Phase 1 movies, besides Avengers and Incredible Hulk, were Paramount.
Oh,
Incredible Hulk was
oh, it was
Universal.
Universal. Okay, that's interesting.
Cool.
Yep.
You didn't hear Frankie's take on the X-Men.
We'll
I
we'll,
did
we'll get to
watch.
X-Men.
I did watch one because there was a week we were gonna do it, and I think I got like sick for the millionth time or something like that. There was a reason we didn't end up doing it, but I did end up watching it, and I was like, no.
Where where were because it was actually the one that I wanted to start with was actually is now on Disney Plus finally.
Yeah, I did not like it at all.
Which was Days of Future Past. X-Men's yeah, X-Men's it's a very again, it's from like the early 2000s. But
It
one
was
day
also it was
we'll see.
weird. It was a weird movie.
Yeah, they are weird.
So
Was it one? Did you watch one with Hugh Jackman?
yeah. So I mean, we're having the conversation now. My thoughts on it. I thought it sucked, but they all gave it a really good shot. You know, give it a good try. Great actors, just not my type of story. That's that scene where what was it? The coin was being pushed through. Oh, okay, first of all, the beginning was very disturbing. The part,
Oh wait, no, you that is Days of Future Past
yeah,
with the coin. So you did see
I
that
did
one.
see it. I did not
Oh, so
like
you
it.
okay. Okay, so you saw Days of Future
His
Past,
mind is blown. Yes.
which means we can then go to because here's what I was thinking. So
He's
Days of Future
plotting.
Past, 1, 2, 3. No, not Days of Future Past. First Class. I'm so wrong. Uh,
How many do you think I'm
one,
gonna
two.
watch? I hated the first one.
That wasn't even technically the first one. That was a prequel, actually.
This was a few months ago, so yeah, in your defense, it was a few months ago. All I know was X Men, and it sucked.
I know, yeah, but again, she said she watched it. I didn't realize she watched it. I didn't.
I think like we were supposed to watch it. Something I watched, like we had plans. You said, okay, watch this movie. I watched it, and then like I don't know if I got sick or something, and then like right after
Yeah,
that, there was another movie we had to watch. Like it was like a time sensitive. Maybe it was Black Widow.
No, what? I don't know.
It
It
was
was
in
Black
the it was in
Widow.
the
It
summer.
was
There was
after
like
WandaVision. That's all I know. Now that I think about it, I know I picked
that
it.
was
I
in the
know. I know.
summer.
I didn't realize again because we something came up that we didn't get a chance to talk about it that I
Yeah.
didn't realize Nerdy had actually watched it already yet. I didn't
Well,
know that. I just
I didn't
found
want
out
to
today.
volunteer that information because I didn't want to sit for an hour and talk about it. So I it was a little it was a what do they call it, a live from withhold like I withheld information because I didn't
Yeah,
want to talk about
yeah. Because again, it was like it's First Class, then it's 1, 2, and 3. Don't know about the Wolverine ones, but then the goal is to get to Days of Future Past.
I'm not watching any more X-Men movies.
One's better, or at least, although I really love First Class, but still, we'll see.
I'm gonna poll the audience. Those of you who know me. Like, am I gonna like the rest of the X-Men movie? The rumor is Hugh is Wolverine in the MCU. No X-Men, no Deadpool. No Deadpool, I know.
Yeah, Deadpool. I don't think that's a nerdy movie.
Days of Future Past and Logan are the top two X-Men movies. which is the
Well,
one that I watched. Oh, and the Crystal Lady. What the fuck was up with that?
oh, mutants. Yeah, that's again. Yeah, this is that's the whole thing about the X-Men is they're
Propaganda.
mutants. They got different powers.
I mean, I thought that
It's
aspect of it
weird.
was cool,
Yeah,
but and it was one of those movies where it took me some time to figure out what the hell was going on. I could not. Yeah.
yeah. It's it's another like universe or another
Which with
storyline
that you probably won't
with
like because of
the
who plays
Marvel
the
world,
woman.
which
Yeah.
is I I don't like I don't know the because they it's weird how they all like take place in the same world, but sometimes they don't. It doesn't make sense because you have like the Avengers and Captain America and all that sort of stuff, but then you have but the mutants and everything is very disliked or something. Not outside of the not by comic books or things, but like disliked by in universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a people have problems with mutants or something like that. um,
Wolverine's is to regenerate from being mauled, and he has knives to stab people.
yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah, Deadpool.
Yeah,
Logan,
the
I never
other
heard of, but Deadpool, I know I definitely
this is
immediately
Shang-Chi
know.
with a taste of X-Men.
There's no comparison with Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. Um yeah, I'm gonna we'll see.
Okay, you see about that. You want to crazy Frankie look up what the bombarder beetle can do? Is that a real beetle or is this a character? I'm gonna go. I'm not even gonna. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Because I
Um
like bugs. So, if this is a real bug, no, don't look that up. I won't. It's a real beetle. Okay, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I like bugs. I
so,
save bugs.
so yeah. So how would you rate Shang-Chi? Like uh on like 1 to 10 scale.
I shall give it. I don't remember how I rated past movies.
I mean, just how would you rate this one?
Well, I don't want to give it. I'll go with 9.
Yeah, I think 9 would be what I'd place it at too.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't given any other Marvel movies over an 8, if I remember
I
correctly.
think you gave like
Maybe Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, like Homecoming. I think you gave that like a 9.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that's
And
again, that's the only other movie that I would rewatch is the Spider-Man
yeah.
movies.
And then Endgame you definitely gave like 10, but that was like a on one watch.
Mhm. Wait, what did I give? What say that again?
Endgame,
Endgame, what did I give
the
it?
that big finale and all
Oh,
that
I
sort of
gave it a
stuff.
10.
Yeah, because of Carter and
Oh, right. Well, it's like again, I look at movies and like I think about would I watch it again, and that's but like that so even though that's a movie I wouldn't rewatch over and over at least.
it was good.
It was a good
You enjoyed
story.
it.
So I okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gave it a
you've
10.
definitely given some high scores before.
Tennis
So
Rise of
yeah,
Skywalker. Didn't I retract that? I think I
I
gave it
think
a
your
9.
score has gotten lower over a time period or something like that.
It's like when you okay, I know it's Marvel, but you brought up Rise of Skywalker. It's like when you just watch Rise of Skywalker and you don't think about anything. Just don't think when you watch it. It's good. It's very good. But when you take a step back from it and you think, it's
Like,
not as good.
what did this movie do?
Not what's yeah, it's like what it didn't do. It's still good. It's just it left out. Well, I'm okay with with her calling herself a Skywalker. I'm not one of those people who has a problem with that. I like that. But
Yeah,
again, she should have been a Kenobi and not a Palpatine.
yeah.
I stand firmly in that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So yeah. Um. Yeah. So yeah, we got Hawkeye and Boba Fett and Spider-Man all the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, I'm kind of I don't know when I don't know because we're like again I'm keeping an eye on like more shows or
Mm-hmm.
more movies or something like that. It's like how what is left? Like what is up ahead?
A lot. I can't watch Rise of Skywalker without thinking of the many endgame parallels it has.
Yeah.
When you were watching Spider-Man. I'm hoping to get to it by the end of the year. I should. I most likely will. Got my
I'm
tickets for
planning on seeing
Saturday.
it this week.
Comes out Friday,
Um,
right?
yeah. It's the only time, and I'm planning to see it with my family
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, I'd like to see it with my family.
I
So
asked my mom,
yeah,
I was like, Mom, would you like to come see a Spider-Man movie with me? She was like, Oh, sure, honey. She's so supportive. She hasn't she watched the Tobey Maguire one like again like 20 years ago, whatever when it came out. But other than that, she's not into Marvel. She's not even into Star Wars, but she came with me. She's
oh,
cool like that. Mama nerdy.
yeah, that'd be interesting. Like I want like because you can tell your mom, oh this.
I'll try. I should probably I guess I should probably watch the more recent ones to refresh my memory. But
I think this one, it's funny. I think this one literally is going to take place like right after the last Spider-Man movie,
that's nice.
so it's won't even be. It's like you can go from that one to that one
Mm-hmm.
because they're starting off like right after Peter gets his identity revealed by
Oh, right.
Mysterio.
I remember that.
So yeah, speaking of, I actually have to figure out the ticket plan for the theater
Mm-hmm.
soon.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Who doesn't want to watch more? Isn't she the coolest? She's very cool. I wish that we could I realize putting the movies directly onto Disney Plus screws over some of the actors, but like it's very convenient for me. And I have my projector. I really like it when they put the movies on Disney Plus because I could just go into
yeah,
my room, lounge back in my chair, pull it up on my projector, get my popcorn. I feel like I'm at the theater.
yeah. There's actually the actress who plays Katie, was it Aquafina or something?
Aquafina, yeah. Coolest name, by the
She's
way.
called. Um, yeah, it was funny. Is the last before the pandemic, the last movie I saw was in the theater was I think Jumanji, and
Mm-hmm.
she was in it.
Uh-huh.
And the first movie I got to see in the theater since then, which was like 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
was Shang-Chi, and she was in it. I was like,
Aw.
huh, that's an interesting like full circle.
Yeah. She's very
But
cool.
yeah.
Watch the reveal of Spider-Man again, Frankie.
Oh
Enjoy
yeah. Oh yeah.
Jonah
Got
Jameson again.
Jonah, J.K. Simmons.
What are you guys talking
That
about?
was so cool when that happened.
I don't know what
I
you
saw-
guys are talking about.
the Daily Bugle boss.
Oh, from the old ones?
Yeah, the old ones. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he came back in the last Spider-Man movie in the
Uh,
cameo because he's finally got his Spider-Man identity. He's caught Spider-Man.
it's with two
I mean, yeah, you can
W's,
just look up the after
which I
credits
did not
if you
know.
want to.
Don't let the restraining order
But yeah.
stop you.
Oh,
But yeah, that is Shang-Chi.
yep. uh,
I will be streaming again on Friday, you guys, because Friday is my
oh
annual holiday
yeah.
special. Oh my god. If y'all are around, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time here on YouTube, I'm going to have my annual holiday special. Gonna decorate the Christmas tree with Star Wars ornaments. Gonna light the menorah. We're gonna tell Life Day stories. Um,
Nerdy holiday.
Lucifer is gonna come on and make blue ice cream. Delicious. Blue milk ice cream, blue ice cream. And cookies, Wookie cookies. His version of Wookie cookies. And I'll be there, and you guys will be there. Madigan will be there. And
I
I'm
may
sure
be
there's gonna be
there.
other things that I just can't
I'll
think
stop
of.
by in the chat.
That would be awesome. Y'all can stop by, say hi. We'll chat. We'll share our favorite holiday traditions, what you like, what you don't like.
You must dance.
Yeah, good times, good times. MXC is not going to dance. Ooh, we can have a dance party.
Yeah, don't you have
Rocking
dance parties every
around
time?
the Christmas tree. During Christmas time, I like to insert Madigan's name into every Christmas song, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys do that with your pets, but I do. You know, Jingle Bells, Madigan Smells.
Wow.
Have a Holly Jolly Madigan. Instead of it's the most wonderful time of the year, she's the most wonderful dog in the world. The list goes on.
Yeah.
And I just make it up as I go along, but it's great. It's fun. Anyway, you guys, so if you want to come, and then we'll head on over to Twitch and play hide and seek. And yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Inspector? Anything going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, I'll be seeing the movie this week,
Okay.
but no, I've got to. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm kind of lazy. I'm just gonna be
Me
relaxing.
too. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I should upload a video. I'm too tired.
Yeah. If something shows up, it'll be a surprise. We'll see.
Yeah. Then it's like, oh, a trailer. Oh, I should react to that. Nah.
Yeah, I have to muster up energy for those now.
Hug Wookiees. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. First, Hitachi needs to seek, and then we'll hug a Wookiee. At least a couple Wookiees. All right. And that's it, you guys. Well.
So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy. Take care, and we'll see you there in the next one.
Yep. Thank you all for watching and chatting with us. We appreciate it. We will keep you all posted when we do the next one. All right?
Yep.
So everybody have a great rest of the week, and I hope to see you all on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye, guys.
Bye.